Tesla Model 2, Tesla Model Q, or even what some are calling the smaller Model Y. All these names are being linked to Tesla's long-promised affordable car that is set to finally appear this quarter. Recently, this vehicle has been revealed in more realistic detail than ever through leaks, giving us the clearest look so far at the budget-friendly version that has been rumored for years. The Model 2 has some exterior changes that make it simple to tell apart from the Model 3 and Model Y. But there is one thing that might upset many people, and that is the price tag being higher than what most fans were hoping for. These are the newest updates about this car. Let us go through them now. Welcome to AmpDrive, your home for the most exciting stories about Tesla, Elon Musk, and the future of technology. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe and join the AmpDrive community so you never miss the big updates ahead. Yes, this really is the image of the Tesla Model 2 that appeared inside the company's own website source code. According to reports from Drive Tesla and Tesla Newswire, instead of being called the Model 2 or Model Q, there is now talk that the official name could be Model Y Standard, essentially meaning the most affordable version of the Model Y. Honestly, that name feels a little old-fashioned for a car that is supposed to represent the next step for Tesla, even if it is not an entirely new design. But since Elon Musk has not confirmed the name yet, we will likely only know the truth at the launch event coming next month. For now, we will keep calling it the Model 2 since that is the name people are most familiar with. Looking at the images, and keeping in mind that the leaked pictures are a bit blurry, it is not easy to study every detail. Still, the thing that jumps out right away is the redesigned front end. The light bar across the front, which is seen on the Model Y, is gone and instead there are now single-unit headlights. Another sign that confirms this is real is a video shared by Tesla Newswire. In that clip, the Model 2 was spotted in Palo Alto, California, and it gave us the first clear view of those headlights in action while the car was driving at night. The headlights in the video matched the leaked photo of the Model 2 almost perfectly, about 90% identical. Some people might think the headlights look smaller than expected, and that could mean the illumination is more limited compared to the Model Y. Of course, this would make sense if Tesla is simplifying parts and lowering costs. Another detail that stood out is that the Model 2 includes a front bumper camera. This has been predicted before and is most likely becoming a standard part across Tesla's lineup, which means this car will also support full self-driving. On top of that, the Model 2 is definitely a 4-door car, not a 2-door as some people were still debating earlier. It also has a solid roof design, without a panoramic glass roof like the higher-priced Tesla models. Reports also confirm that it will use new 18-inch aperture wheels created for efficiency. These are smaller than Tesla's usual 19 or 20-inch wheels, and the choice of 18 inches will likely help improve range while also making tire replacements cheaper. But to reach a lower cost, simplifying the outside design is not enough. Reports also reveal that the interior has been stripped back in certain areas to save money. Specifically, the Model 2 will have a basic yet still roomy interior, similar to the Model Y, but it comes with a manually adjustable steering wheel, cloth seats, a 15.4-inch front touchscreen, and no rear passenger screen. The rear air vents are adjusted by hand instead of by electronic controls. Cargo space is about 75 cubic feet, only slightly less than the larger Model Y versions, meaning this car is not that much smaller. Tesla also removed the high-end HEPA air filter found in other Model Y versions, using a standard particle filter instead. The sound system is more basic, with fewer speakers, and the rear view camera does not include heating to clear fog or ice. The rear seats also lose adjustable air flow from the center console. Inside the cabin, the lighting is limited to the footwell area, and the seats only move on a single axis rather than multiple directions, making them less flexible. Power folding mirrors are gone, puddle lights are removed, and there is no tire pressure monitoring system included. Even the suspension system is reportedly simpler, though it is still unclear exactly how Tesla will handle that change. Looking closely though, most of these missing features are not really essential. A panoramic sunroof is nice but not needed. A rear seat screen is not something most people care about. Puddle lights barely matter, and power folding mirrors or multi-directional seat controls are things that many buyers can live without. Even decorative ambient lighting is not something that changes the real driving experience. So, by cutting these extras, Tesla may be able to bring the price down for buyers who mainly want an affordable Tesla. But here comes the big surprise. Multiple sources are reporting that the Model 2 will be priced at $39,990. That is only about $5,000 less than the long-range rear-wheel drive version of the Model Y. This is shocking for many fans because it is nowhere near the $25,000 price Elon Musk has been promising for years. The car has already been spotted many times on the road, with Tesla testing it heavily in California. Prototypes are being driven with the front and rear ends covered and windows tinted to hide the inside. Since this is exactly how Tesla tests models before launch, we are confident this car will make its official debut next month or maybe even by the end of this one. Now, what about performance? Can Tesla still deliver enough excitement with this cheaper model? Based on history, Tesla has never released a weak car. Even the Model 3 standard range was doubted at first, but when it came out it still outperformed many gas-powered cars in the same price range and drove with confidence at highway speeds. So it is realistic to expect the Model 2 to carry the same spirit. If the rumors are true that this car uses a cheaper motor than the Model Y, then we can expect the Model 2 to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 6 seconds. That is only about half a second slower than the Model Y, and it is still very quick for real-life driving, whether merging onto highways or overtaking safely. In fact, for a car around $35,000, this kind of performance is impressive. When you compare it with popular gas cars like the Toyota Corolla, Hyundai Elantra, or Honda Civic base models, which usually take 8 to 10 seconds to reach 60 miles per hour, the Model 2 is far ahead. For range, some are predicting about 300 miles on a single charge, which may sound ambitious. But with new higher energy density lithium iron phosphate batteries, this could be possible. A battery pack around 55 kilowatt-hours could still deliver range close to larger 60 or 75 kilowatt-hour packs thanks to improvements in efficiency. On the other hand, if the car only delivers about 250 miles of range, that should not be a huge shock either. That would simply be part of the compromise for the lower price. Meanwhile, other Tesla news has been making waves. Elon Musk once claimed that the Cybertruck would be sold everywhere, but in reality it cannot even be registered in Germany or the rest of the European Union. The reason is that the truck does not meet EU type approval because of safety rules. Officials have raised concerns about the stainless steel body and sharp edges, saying it fails passive safety standards for protecting pedestrians and cyclists. They also say its weight classification goes beyond certain thresholds. Regulators have even suggested the unusual design could distract other drivers on the road. Anyone who imports a Cybertruck into Germany might have to ship it back at their own cost. While that is happening, Tesla just unveiled the updated Model Y performance in the United States. The price starts at $57,490 and now includes all paint options plus a tow hitch, which saves customers up to $2,000 compared to before. Deliveries are expected to begin in December. The car goes from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.3 seconds, has a top speed of 155 miles per hour, and a range of more than 300 miles. Along with that, it comes with new front and rear bumpers, a carbon fiber spoiler, and 21-inch wheels for better grip. The adaptive suspension system now adjusts constantly to give both comfort and precise handling. Inside, the cabin is more refined, with ventilated front sport seats, reclining rear seats, improved soundproofing, and a larger 16-inch screen at the center. At the same time, Elon Musk has been talking about scaling up production of Tesla's humanoid robot Optimus. He previously said Tesla would build at least 5,000 units by the end of this year and start selling some next year. But scaling production has been tough, especially making the robot's hands more advanced, moving from 11 degrees of freedom to 22. These hands are meant to let Optimus do very fine tasks like threading a needle or playing piano. The Tesla bot is designed to transform daily life by doing repetitive or dangerous work, and Musk has said it will eventually account for most of Tesla's value. For homes, Optimus could handle chores like cooking, cleaning, or folding laundry. In factories, it could take over jobs like moving materials or sorting batteries. Unlike fixed robotic arms, Optimus can adapt to dynamic environments because it has a human-like shape combined with advanced AI. This flexibility makes it very different from anything else in robotics today. But even with big plans for robots, the Model 2 could still be the car that Tesla depends on most in the near future. Competition from Chinese electric car makers such as BYD is intense. BYD is selling cars like the Dolphin for around $16,000 to $18,000, dominating the domestic Chinese market. Their weakness though is software, self-driving, and charging networks. That is where Tesla has an advantage, since it is not only selling a car but an entire ecosystem of charging stations, constant updates, and smart features. From a bigger perspective, the Model 2 is more than just an affordable car. It could be the key for Tesla to reach millions of new buyers, especially in countries where electric cars are still seen as luxury items. If the Model 2 can come in cheaper than many gas cars, it could push the whole auto industry to adapt faster. And once Tesla expands production in places like Mexico, India, or Southeast Asia, costs could drop even more. That would make the Model 2 the first truly global mainstream electric car, much like how the Toyota Corolla became the standard gasoline car for decades. The impact on traditional automakers could be massive. A $35,000 electric car with 300 miles of range and lower running costs than gas cars could shake up long-established models. If Tesla delivers on this, competitors will have no choice but to cut prices or speed up their own plans, or risk being left behind. The Model 2 is not just another car. It could begin a new chapter for electric vehicles everywhere. So what about you? At what price point would the Model 2 truly become a game changer for you? And do you prefer the name Model 2, Model Q, or Model Y standard? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Thanks so much for being here. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you always stay updated with the latest news in the world of electric vehicles. Until next time, drive safe, stay curious, and we will see you again in the next video here on AmpDrive.